This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
They run the counter with Barkley. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Exiting the pocket right. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byard. Here's 1st and 10. Now Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That one good for 29.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. He'll try to run here with Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. Able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for 1st and goal.
He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. To the pylon, he's in. Devontae Smith, touchdown, Eagles. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Williams going to throw on the 1st play. That pass is caught by Burton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 29.
That pickup, good for 29 yards.
First down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
One quarter in the books. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 11. Here's Williams. That's out left and complete to Burden. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Another one there for Burden. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Bears.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Quick slant into the hands of Smith. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll throw here with Hurts. Forced out left. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It is a big play for the Eagles. 41 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 9-yard line.
Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Philadelphia. right after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Great, set. Trimmer.
Man in motion is Smith. They'll run the toss to Barkley. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd down and 3.
Great, set.
To throw, Hurts. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Here's Hurts. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Into space. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Chicago. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
The kick is good. Makes the score Bears 14, Eagles 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. Now right on the heels of the pick 6, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And a nice return will set them up in good field position right at midfield.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Flush to his right. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this 1st half.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Duvernay on the return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Swift. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
He was taken down behind the
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Connection made, it's Burton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
That's caught left side by Odunze. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Swift. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Swift will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here is Shipley on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Great, set. Trimmer.
Hurts to the air on first down. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
Down and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Great, set.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Open and downfield is Brown. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10.
Great, set. Delta.
Now Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there, probably the best possible outcome.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to be third down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Hey, easy, 63, bang.
On third down, it's Hurts. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Hurts again. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
He isn't able to.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Carolina Panthers. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Red, 38. Ready?
First play, and Young is going to throw it. That's complete to the rookie from Colorado. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
12, 10. Ready.
Young will set to throw. This is caught by McMillan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Ready. Black, 95. Hut.
A former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now a 2nd and 10.
60 red.
Young, he's going to change it up. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready?
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll go again here with Hubbard. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Here we go, set. 33, yellow, 22 needle. Chop. 17. Drill.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Okay,
the Bears
ready?
bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, red. 45. White. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Young now. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Young. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw is Williams. That's complete. Luther Burden. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing is Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Caleb Williams, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Panthers nothing.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Let's go. 52 blue. Cut.
Young going to give to Brooks. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On the double.
3rd and 3.
Red, yellow, blue, red, 38. Set.
Young off the bootleg. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Set, cut. 50, green. Ready?
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. 45. White. Set.
Young off the play fake. We'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Down. Set.
Looking to throw, Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go. 33, yellow.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll get this down over to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Let's go now. Yellow, 43.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Set, hut.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
60 red. 60 red. Hut, hut.
The play fake. Now Young. He's got it for the Panther touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
What is it?
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
For the field goal, a 25-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Corner. What is on?
Here's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a 2nd and 5. To the air, Williams. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go. Here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. It's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Ready?
Following the interception, Young. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw, Williams. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run here with Swift. And a pretty good burst right there as they'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Bears.
Back to throw. Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. Open man down the field. That's Burden. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 30 yards.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could make.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Caleb Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Bears are able to widen their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Come on.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Got it? Set, ready. 10 black.
The slot man in motion right.
Set.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Fury. Yep. Green Jack. Hut, hut.
Young. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Williams. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw. Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And the red zone precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Santos' kick is up and through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Deshaun Wright. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Working out of the gun, Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Ready to go.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a two-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
14-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Come on, set, roster, 6, blue, 30, ready.
Young to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That's good for the Panthers. First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They'd prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's first and 10.
Needle blue. Slice blue. Ready.
Young. Checks this down to Hubbard. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Blue, go. Black 40. White, white.
Here's Young. That is caught. McMillan with it. Still on his feet. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Here's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw is Williams. That is intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They would try to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
33, yellow. 52, blaster. Check, huh?
Now Young. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after gaining about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Needle blue. Grill green. Steel black. Red cycle.
Here's Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds of this ball game.
Bears 20.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they